Hello, fellow players of Hero Wars. I'm Jay. Welcome to Jay versus Hero Wars. Today I will be talking about the hero Aurora and basically her utility as a tank. Um, I've gotten a lot of questions about her usefulness and what I think of her. So, without further ado, let's take a look. All right, guys. So before we get talking about Aurora and her skills and basically how useful she can be as a hero, I want to reiterate this patch note, right? A lot of people seem to have missed this, so I want to go over it real quick. So this was, a couple months ago, right? There's a patch note, changes in energy gain, right? Heroes can gain energy by taking damage and losing health, right? But also from now on, heroes can gain energy for dodging attacks. So, for example, right, this is the example they give us. If Aurora successfully dodges an attack that would otherwise cost her 5% health, she gets 5% energy. Why is this significant, right? Pre this patch note, if Aurora, for example, dodged an attack, she didn't gain any energy. So she wasn't able to have her ultimate or skill, right, go off as often. So now with this patch note, all the dodge heroes, right, have this advantage. And that's huge, which makes Aurora a lot stronger. So with that being said, I'm going to hop over onto Facebook real quick and my account. And now that we are in game, we are talking about Aurora, right? So I haven't focused on Aurora as much as I would have liked because I just never got around to it yet. But I'm going to do it. Here we have Aurora, right? I had her at like level 60, like not even a day ago. So I've been working on her a little bit. Her skills were all at 1 before, so we're moving there slowly. But what we got is a powerhouse in Aurora. She might be the top tank in the game now. Granted, I haven't updated a tier list in a while, but she's definitely, in my opinion, in the top 3 tanks for the game, right? Granted, I'm not counting Anvari and some of those, non-tank tanks, but that's what we're looking at. So the first skill Aurora has basically, is an attack to the center of the opposing team, and it just deals damage. So it's an area damage kind of deal. Her second skill stuns and damages a nearby target. Her third skill basically just, has a light shine and basically damages the opposing team. The fourth skill is a passive skill. And this skill basically is a shield that absorbs magic damage. After a certain amount of damage is absorbed, the shield explodes, and then it damages nearby enemies. So that's what we're talking about when we're just talking about Aurora's skills, right? And obviously, her skills will go off more because of this new dodge. I say new, but relatively new in the last 2 months. Dodge patch note. All right, so once we know the skills of Aurora, the next important thing to consider is her artifacts, and this is where things really get, in my opinion, cool with Aurora, right? So we're looking at artifacts, and we scroll down to Aurora. Really wish I had invested in her more, but it is what it is, right? I will get to her eventually. Her first artifact is giving dodge to her whole team. Now, keep in mind the patch note, right? So every time a percentage of health would have been lost, that's energy gained. So for your whole team, right, every time they dodge an attack, they gain energy to basically allow more of their skills to go off faster, right? So that just means that your opponent's team is going to be mowed down more quickly. Of course, you then have Aurora's personal stats, which just boost her own dodge and health and strength. So the biggest thing for me is this first skill. Granted, of course, the second and third one are very important for Aurora, But I really like this first skill because it covers dodge for the entire team, which, again, as I stated earlier, just allows for your team to have more of their skills go off and more damage to be done. One of the interesting things that I found is teams that are basically using Aurora, right? And my great friend here, Misty Catherine from Server 33, I've been talking with her. She's, in my opinion, an Aurora expert. She knows a lot about Aurora. She uses Aurora day in, day out. So one of the teams that I have found to be very, very effective is Aurora, Celeste, Sebastian, and that's a core team right there. Those three can be put in, she deemed it the Holy Trinity. I think it's very interesting and funny name. I like it. It's a very effective combo. Aurora, Sebastian, and Celeste. She also had, in her team at least, she has the twins. And you know what? After doing a lot of testing, I do like this team. There are teams that can beat it, of course. This is a game where, it's like rock, paper, scissors. Every team can beat every team. So I just like it because you can kind of see how meta teams run into problems here. So if we do an Astaroth, Kark. Ah! So if we do Astaroth, Kark, maybe we do like a Sebastian and Nebula. Actually, you know what? We're going to do Faceless instead of Sebastian. And we are going to run with Martha. Where's Martha at? So let's say we run with this team, right? And we speed it up. Aurora is great against magic teams, and I think that's pretty obvious when you're reading her, shield. But look how fast. Granted, this does have the twins involved, but got taken down pretty quick. If we are looking at, let's say we use an Astaroth with the twins, and let's go ahead and use Nebula, boost the power, right? So we're going to use Martha, and we are going to run with, where did Krista go? So we're going to run with this team here, and you'll see just how effective Aurora can be when you're looking at a magic team, right? So I'm just running with a couple of metas. I'm not going to go through everything because, there's just so many possibilities. I've run a bunch of tests, guys, believe me, over 5,000 for Aurora and climbing, right? But, everyone in my guild will probably be like, whoa, man, you just keep running challenges. But, it's what you got to do. Of course, this doesn't account for pets. When you have an absolute cane with Aurora, basically every 3 dodges fills Aurora's energy bar. This is all confirmed with Misty. Basically, that just means Aurora's going to be attacking the opposing side like crazy. She does a lot of damage. So the last meta team I want, well, I guess we can try a Kira team, right? So Kira, let's go ahead and do Nebula, Astaroth, and I know Fox is popular. Some people don't like Fox with Kira, but I've seen good things. We'll go ahead and run with it. See what happens here. And Kira's a physical attacker, so Aurora's more effective against in my opinion, magic teams just because she has that shield. But of course, she does great against both physical and magic teams. So there we saw her taking down another meta. The last one I'm going to run real quick is just going to be an ODH team because, why not, right? So we're going to go ahead and run Jorgen, Orion, Dorian. Where's Dorian? Dorian, Helios. And of course, I think Jorgen's tough already if we're looking at the team because you have Sebastian on that side. But, we're going to run with it. It is a meta. So we're going to run with it. And I think we will see, she keeps dodging those attacks. And, man, the twins, really, really tough combination there. But basically what I'm saying here, guys, is Aurora is a very good tank. She's very underrated, I believe. Granted, if you're, basing it off of different tier lists, it's very difficult to do so because, it's tier lists are very, opinion based, and that's fair. But, I think Aurora right now is a top 3 tank. And I hope this video helps you guys figure out why I'm saying that, as well as basically, some interesting combos, or one interesting combo that you could try considering, for maybe possibly a Grand Arena team or whatnot. And maybe you can even figure out a better way to use Aurora in your team. So if you find something like that, feel free to leave that in the comments. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Feel free to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you all in Dominion.